All right. In the notes yesterday, we did a regression problem where you had some data, you used it to find an exponential regression equation, and then answer various questions about it. Here's a really typical one. It gives you the population of Davison in 2007. This is 19,000 people. Gives population in 2010, 22,500. I don't know if these are accurate. I just guessed a few numbers. I didn't look this up. But anyway, to come up with the equation, we want to use our regression. So I'm going to go in my calculator. I'm going to go stat and edit. And right here, I'm going to put in my two data points. Now, it does specify here, but it's also important to remember this. Whatever your initial starting year is must be 0. Okay? Otherwise, the calculator gets very confused. This is your starting amount, so it needs to be year 0 in the calculator. So 2008 would be 1, 2009 would be 2, 2010 would then be 3. All right, so our first coordinate is 0, 19,000. And then our second coordinate is 3, 22,500. At this point, we've got 2 points. We can do a regression equation. So stat, back over to calc. And we're going to go down, like the problem says, to do an exponential regression. So expreg, exponential regression. There's the calculator online for this as well, so you can use that too. All right, so in this case, we should be able to write our equation. 19,000 growth factor of, so I probably just round this up and call it 1.058. Probably gives us a pretty reasonable rounding there. And there we go. So this is, I can now input any year I wanted and look up various things. So it says, how many people will there be in 2020 according to this model? So let's put it in. So I put this in my y equals and go to the table. So this is asking in 2020, that's 13 years later. So I'm going to go down to 13 in my table. Also, if you're looking at this, you're wondering, like, this isn't perfect. Like, see how this is one person more than what was projected? It's because we had to round. That's the only reason it's slightly off. So if you put the exact number in there, it would be exact. All right, so 13 years in, there are 39,543 people. Cool. Now, the other question here is, when will the population double? We're actually pretty darn close to that right there. So if this was, 19,000, we're looking for 38,000. That actually happens between years 12 and 13. So basically, that'd be between 2019 and 2020, according to that. So very close to the question that was actually asked previously. All right, now, eventually we're going to learn how to exactly solve for this. Like, we could say it's, 13 or 12.72 years or whatever. We'll learn that actually in future sections. So just keep that in mind.